Today, I'd like to talk about what are parallel lines. So parallel lines are lines that run alongside each other and never ever intersect. So if I take my ruler here and I look at the edges of my ruler, those two edges will run alongside each other forever and ever and ever, and they'll never cross over. So you never want those lines to cross over. The first example, that's a real world example that I think most people think of, is railroad tracks. The train runs along the tracks move, they might curve, they might just be going straight, but however they go, those two railroad tracks are always parallel. They never cross over, and they always run alongside each other. So that's one real world example for you. Today, we're going to use our horizon line. So I'm going to draw nicely here across the page, a horizon line. And then I'm going to put what we like to call the vanishing point, as we talked about last video, in the center. Now I'm going to start with a shape. Using my ruler, I'm going to make a shape. So this is just kind of a random shape here. The first thing that I like to do when I make a shape for 1 point perspective is just lightly do a little pencil hatching. The reason why I do that is so that I remind myself that I'm not showing the interior of this shape. I'm just showing the dimension. So 1 point perspective shows dimension, but it's only showing it going off to this one vanishing point. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that every point I have that goes to the vanishing point goes directly to it without going through the shape. So right now I'm going to put an X on the point that will not go to the vanishing point. So right here, that point will not go. This point will, and I can check with my ruler if I need to. This point will, and I can check with my ruler. And this point will, because I can check with my ruler. So now I know 1, 2, 3 points go off to the vanishing point, and 1 point does not. So I'm going to nicely, again using a ruler, draw my lines going off to my vanishing point. So now I have begun working with 1 point perspective. I'm going to draw another shape over here. And do a little cross hatching to remind myself. And I'm going to double check my points. This point, let's see here, nope, because it goes through the shape. This point, oh, sorry, X. This point, yes. This point, yes. So I'm going to take my ruler, I'm going to draw those lines and skip that one. So for today, I'd just like you to practice with making shapes, putting the X mark on a point or points that don't go off to the vanishing point, and connecting the other points to the vanishing point. Look forward to seeing you in video 3.